In this tutorial, we'll be covering how to navigate to MultiCraft and add server files via FTP file access on sergeantshost.com. In order to start building our server, we'll have to access MultiCraft and load our files into the FTP client. Through the sergeantshost.com main website, you can access MultiCraft in the top right corner. And let's do that now. If you want your computer to always be logged into this screen, you can click these boxes. However, if you use a shared workspace, it's not advisable to do so. After accessing your MultiCraft panel, click Servers in the top menu and find your server listed in the middle of the page. The first thing we'll need to do is put our files in the server. This is done through FTP access. Files, FTP file access. The FTP client area provides access information which can be taken to an external file access program such as FileZilla or my preference WinSCP. We'll cover how to do that in just a moment. You are able to access the files directly through the FTP client area of MultiCraft, but let's talk about how to do it with an external program. WinSCP is a really good one. And it's very user-friendly. I have a lot of data in there already, so let's go back a page, and we're going to use this information on this screen to plug into the WinSCP client. So let's create a new connection here. This is an FTP style connection, and that'll be on port number 21 by default. We can see port 21 is where we're supposed to be. All right, and let's plug in the rest of the information. Host is the host data over there. Pretty simple. Yep, and port number 21, got it. Now, on your username, it's going to be your username dot some number, and that's going to be your partition or your particular server. So you got to include that. Since I'm vidtoot, I'm vidtoot.69. And your password will be the same as your MultiCraft password. You can log in, or you can save this connection under a name. So let's call this tutorial, if I could spell. And we won't save the password. That way it'll still ask for a password when I connect to it. So now we've got our data saved in there. Log in. Now we can see a list of my home files on the left and the files within the server on the right. One of the reasons I like WinSCP as opposed to, say, FileZilla is if I double-click this document, rather than just copying it to my computer, it will open it temporarily where it sits. You can also simply copy it over if you like. And you can put files the other way too by just drag and drop. Very easy and simple. And I'm not going to, well, I will overwrite this file with itself. And it's in this root directory that we'll be putting our jar file and our, if we're running a modded server, where we'll put our mod folders. And I'll cover that in the next tutorial. This concludes our tutorial on how to navigate to MultiCraft and add server files via FTP file access on sergeantshost.com.